always tell my kids, and I always believe this ever since I was a kid, it's easier to do the right thing because if
you don't have
do
to
the
keep
wrong
up the
thing,
lies.
it's exhausting.
Hi.
Hi, Steve Norton from Screenfish. John, Anna,
Hey,
thank you
hi.
so much for the time.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
This is a real privilege, and I have to say the show is incredible. It is
Oh,
just
good
so,
to hear.
Thank you.
it really is from start to finish. It's riveting. What excited you both to be a part of it?
Yeah, it's the writing is excellent. The story, you want to know what's going to happen. You kind of, it doesn't even matter to predict because you just are diving very deeply into the psychologies of these characters. And I was just so thrilled and in a way relieved that we're getting Dennis Lehane stories again. So yeah, I think we need Dennis Lehane these days, and we got to.
Anything Dennis Lehane is going to be great. And this story, the origins of this story is so insane that you can't believe that it hasn't been a movie before, you know? And it's incredible. I mean, this John Orr, loosely based on John Orr of the 90s, who was this crazy mastermind and went around setting all these fires, but getting the credit for solving them. And then he was remorseless, killed so many people, burned millions of dollars worth of property. And, he would have never given up if they hadn't caught him.
Mm.
That is, I know it is so insane to think of this as being based on a true story, because it's like you said, it's just so wild. Well, one of the things I thought was so interesting, and with that respect, one of the comments that's made in the film is that, or the series, bad people create stories to deny they're bad people. And
Wow.
I would love to
See?
hear from you both. Is that true? And if so, what makes a good person?
I do agree with that statement. I mean, we are seeing it in full living color, these days.
Yeah.
And also, it's it is people will twist themselves into so many different shapes to avoid shame, to avoid
Repercussions and consequences. Yeah.
accountability.
Yeah.
Really, I always tell my kids, and I always believe this ever since I was a kid, it's easier to do the right thing because if
you don't have
do
to
the
keep
wrong
up the
thing,
lies.
it's exhausting.
Yeah. How do you keep all those lies?
Exhausting to do all of the bad stuff. Just do the right thing, and now you can go to sleep.
But a lot of people obviously don't, because I'm a big fan of forensic files, and I'll watch true crime like for hours and hours. I just love it's just interesting to study people and how their hubris makes them think they can get away with anything. That's what's frightening and exciting and interesting about this show is like, well, I don't want to give. I don't want to spoil
examine
it,
it though, but we do. We get to examine those things. We get to examine the motivations, not just of the criminals, but also of the law enforcers. Because if you've ever met any law enforcement, like they're not choosing that job because it's chill, And so everybody's sort of running.
An adrenaline chasers.
Yeah, everyone's running from some demon, right?
Oh yeah,
everyone.
I am.
Everyone, not just.
I mean,
our
I am.
characters. Yeah.
Are you?
I'm running from your demons.
Oh, thank you. You're going to have to run further.
Yeah.
Because they're right here.
Well, they made me sit here.
Major, you wanted to sit
Honestly,
there.
I think that's one of the things that I love about this series so much is it delves into the psychology of these characters. And like you said, everybody has something to hide, but there's a very clear line here of how deep those things can go. And I think it's just riveting. And I know we're out of time, but honestly, thank you so much for the chance to chat with you.
It's
a
wonderful.
pleasure.
So
Wait till you see season 2 and 3. Wow. You're not going to believe.
I'm looking forward to it.
So are we.
So are we.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Like